an Arizona cowboy, and the desert's my home. I'm going to Montana just to throw the Julian. They feed in the coulees, they water in the draw. Their tails are all matted, their backs are all raw. Ride around, you little dogies, ride around them slow, for the fiery and snuffy are raring to go. Oh, when I die, take my saddle from the wall, put it on my pony, lead him out of his stall, tie my bones to his back, turn our faces to the west, and we'll ride the lone prairie that we love the best. Ride around, you little dogies, ride around them slow, for the fiery and snuffy are raring to go.
That about winds her up. Sure do thank you for your help. I know I ought to be glad, and I am, only I'm not.
Would you mind clearing that up, Gabe?
Well, this one's easy. I'm glad because the work's done, but I'm sorry because it means you're leaving.
In the morning.
That soon, huh?
Got a show in Cheyenne next week, and after that, Boise.
Howdy, Rex. Gabe? You boys mind taking your mail here? It saved me about 3 miles of rough road.
Peel it off.
Rex Allen? Rex Allen? Rex Allen? Rex Allen? Rex Allen? Gabriel Horn.
It's about time. You begin to sound like a broken record.
Thanks, boys. So long.
It's from Pete. Pete? What'd he say? I'll read it. Dear Gabe, your kid brother reports that he's on the way home with glad tidings and will make you cackle with glee. If Rex is still there... Hey, look. Why, that looks like Duke.
It is Duke.
Leave it up here, boy. Where's Pete, Duke? Well, take us to him. Come on, boy, let's go. Okay, Duke, let's go. Murdered by a knife thrower. And only a professional would have a knife like that. I've seen him at shows and circuses. But why Pete? He was blind. He wouldn't hurt a soul. He didn't have a thing anybody'd want. He found something, though. He found a lost Spanish silver load. Remember how he was? Even after he knew he'd never see the sun again. Never see a baby colt get up and wobble for the first time. Still helping me on this ranch. And every year after he was blinded, going off by himself for a couple of weeks. Just to prove he didn't need eyes to take care of himself. I'll find out who killed you, Pete, and I'll get him for you. That's a promise. We'll get him, Pete. Where do we start? What's the postmark on Pete's letter? Silver City, Arizona. Now what?
A blind man riding a horse and led by a dog should have been noticed by a lot of people. Let's try him. He looks like he'd been here since he was able to stand.
How do you know he's able to stand?
I don't, but let's talk to him. I hate to interrupt, but have you been here long?
All day. Except for a spell when some half-wits come along and told me my house was afire. I figured I'd better go and find out.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I got about halfway down the street there, and I remembered I didn't have a house.
I don't mean just today, but do you sit here often?
Oh, I've been sitting here since 22, July. Of course, I go to bed at nights. Fella's got to get some sleep.
How'd you happen to start here in 22?
Well, I couldn't start before that time. This building wasn't here then.
What I wanted to find out was if you'd seen a blind man around town here about a week ago.
Sure. A young fella rode into town, 8, 9 days ago. I had a dog with him. Hey, something like him.
Same dog. This young fella, when he rode into town, which way did he come from?
Well, he come in from the South Fork, up the street, out that way. Didn't stop at all.
He stopped to mail a letter, didn't he?
Just like I told the other feller, he didn't stop at all. He rode into town, out.
What other fella?
One who rode into town the same day as the blind feller. Just like you, he wanted to know if he stopped. I told him he didn't. Then he asked me which way he went.
Who was this other fella?
Yeah, stranger to me. So are you. And how do I know how you got that dog? You know, it's a dirty trick stealing a blind man's dog.
We didn't steal him, old-timer. Thanks for the information. Come on, Duke.
Rex, you think the man who followed Pete is the one who killed him?
Probably. I wonder who mailed Pete's letter for him.
How are we going to find out?
I don't know. All we know is he came in that way. Let's keep moving. Lost love. I give up.
Laura's Lost Love, radio soap opera. Girl's always got a problem, always in a hurry to get somewhere. Now, what do you suppose...
Looks like Laura's really got a problem. Come on.
Mister, you'll live longer.
I don't make a practice of butting into other people's business, but aren't you fellas a little too big to be picking on a middle-aged man and a girl?
Please, miss, just sit this one out.
Thanks to you two, they're gone.
You're welcome, miss.
And I'm going too, miss, thanks to them.
Oh, no, Groggins, you can't quit. Besides, how do you know they'll be back?
Well, how do you know they won't be? Sorry, Miss Katie. I know I'm putting you in a hole, but if I don't quit, they'll put me in a hole, in the cemetery.
Oh, Groggins, you know I...
Save your breath, Miss Katie. I'm quitting right now. I'll walk back to town. Thanks, strangers. I wouldn't be able to walk if you two hadn't come along.
Groggins.
I don't know what this is all about, miss, but looks like he's gone for good. Right now, is there anything we can do to help?
No, thanks. I'll be all right. It's just that I need... You two ever done any plowing?
Now, look, miss, I'm not a horse. I'm a man, I think. Well, sure I am. You ever hear a horse talk like me? Why, I can't even whinny. Listen. Well, hi, pal. How's the feed on this job? Got enough oats? The hay clean?
What's your job? What do you do for a living?
I sing, a little.
Gee, that's tough. Up and down. Never know about tomorrow. But you're lucky you met me because I've got jobs for you.
Sorry, no jobs for us. Right now, we got something more important on our mind.
Hey, look. Duke, somebody's going to be shopping for a new pair of Levi's.
Oh, hi, Duke. How's your pa? Where's Pete, Duke? Where's Pete?
What do you know about Pete and Duke?
They spent 2 or 3 days at my place a couple of weeks ago. Duke had a thorn in his paw and it was swollen, so I bandaged it up. You see, Pete's blind. He couldn't do it himself.
What else you know about him?
Well, you see, I'll tell you what. Why don't you get in my wagon and come out to my place for supper? Talk things over on the way. Besides, maybe you'll change your mind about working for me. I'm a pretty good cook.
Tie Coco on behind. Up, Duke. Up. Get up there. Think back, miss. When Pete and Duke spent those few days with you, did Pete say where he'd been or mention anybody or any place in particular?
He didn't say and I didn't ask. Oh, you two just gotta help me out. Getting hired hands who ain't afraid of ghosts, that's tough enough. When I get one, he always gets beaten up and quits.
Ghosts? We'll talk about that later. Let's get back to Pete. When he was with you, did he write a letter?
Sure, I mailed it for him first time I went to town.
Did he mention anything about a silver mine, about the lost Spanish silver lode?
Yeah, I asked a couple of questions I couldn't answer. Say, you chasing after that mine, too? Folks in this part of the country have been looking for it for years. Never finding nothing. Never will, either. It's supposed to be full of silver bullion that was mined years ago. Two grown-up men acting like a couple of schoolboys. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
You got us wrong, miss. We've got other troubles.
You've got troubles. Let me tell you my troubles. Ever since my folks died, I've been trying to run a ranch myself, making a home for my kid brother and baby sister. A couple of months back, a stranger came to see me, wanted to buy my ranch. You two listening?
Sure, go ahead.
Well, I told the man no. And after that, things started happening. Some of my cattle were stolen, and my haystacks burned down.
Sounds like a job for the sheriff.
I've been to him, but it's no use. I can't prove nothing. So you see, you just gotta work for me.
We'd like to, miss. Any other time.
Don't give me an answer now. We'll have to eat. Things will look different then.
Same fella. What if they're working for the girl?
We'll talk them out of it. Then we're going to drive off the rest of that girl's cattle to get her off the ranch.
Tonight?
Tonight.
Oh!
Doll clothes for my little sister Susie. 6 years old today. We're having a surprise party for her tonight. Leave the horses. Jimmy will take care of them.
Jimmy?
He's my kid brother. Just got here a couple of days ago. Board's in town till school's out. Come on.
Steam them in here. Steam them in here. Steer right one.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, sis.
Jimmy, I want you to meet Rex Allen and Gabe Horn. This is Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy.
Oh?
And that's Susie.
Hi, Susie.
Hi.
Oh, and this is Duke.
Hiya, Duke. See you shake hands. Come on. That a boy. What's your percentage?
Well, that's a pretty nasty thing to say. What do I look like? His agent?
What's your percentage? You know, what do you bat?
Oh, well, we haven't played much ball lately.
You don't play ball. What do you do for a living outside of visiting with gals?
Jimmy.
You ain't a school teacher.
No, I ain't. I mean, I'm not a school teacher. I sang a little.
That's worse. A guy as big as you wasting his time on a lot of old...
Jimmy, don't talk like that. It's not polite. Besides, these two men will be working for us.
Working for us? A crooner and a creep.
Jimmy, now you get out of here and take care of the horses. I'll go fix supper.
I'll give you a hand, Jimmy.
You just be in the way.
I'd like to give him a hand. Hello.
Hello, I'm a nurse and this is Cindy and she's my patient.
Your patients?
Yes, you know, a person that gets sick.
Oh, yeah.
Is she very sick?
Awful, the goblins got her.
Oh, let's take a look at her here. Oh, yeah, this is a very serious case, Doctor.
Very serious, Doc. Looks like immediate surgery's in order.
Yes, my diagnosis exactly. I'm going to operate. You got a needle and thread?
Oh, sure. What color do you want, green or red?
Pink.
Thank you.
Forceps? Forceps?
Suture? Suture?
Don't that hurt her?
We'll give her a little anesthetic here. There, now she can't feel it.
Don't you worry, honey. It won't hurt her a bit. Brilliant, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor. Shall we return the patient to her bed?
I think so, yes. Nurse, I think the patient should have a complete rest.
Yes, Doctor.
Well, steal my vase and call me out. This ain't Christmas, sis. You sweet on one of them guys.
Don't be silly, Jimmy.
Well, it's mighty pretty, Miss Katie. Do I have time to feed the horses?
Yes.
Thanks. I'll be right back.
Jimmy, you wash your hands and set the table.
That's sissy stuff. That's a girl's job.
Jimmy?
All right. I'll do it.
Is that the tough one?
Looks like him.
Good. Are your men ready?
Yeah, they're waiting for me.
Get a couple of them. That's all, boys. You got work to do. And as for you, just so we understand each other, get your friend and get out of here tonight.
In here.
Supper's ready, Rex. Well, what happened to you?
A couple of fellas showed me how unpopular we are around here. They worked me over and then said we had to get out of here.
Would you recognize any of them if you saw them again?
Sure, but what difference does it make? We got to get out of here anyway.
Huh?
What's more important, getting these guys or getting Pete's killer?
Yeah, you're right.
Don't say anything to Katie about this. It'd only worry her more. We'll leave tonight after she goes to sleep. You better get back inside. The people will be getting here for the party. I'll be in a minute.
Come along with me if you want to see the Lemonade Springs and Jelly Bean Tree. They're waiting down in Lollipop Lake. There's a happy thrill on a gumdrop hill where gingerbread grows by a peppermint mill. They're waiting down in Lollipop Lake. We'll meet the chocolate bunny with an Easter egg eye. He'll serve us bread and honey and strawberry pie.
There's an ice cream school where it's nice and cool. It's floating around in a sody pop pool, my darling. down in Lollipop Lane. We'll meet the chocolate bunny with an Easter egg eye. He'll serve us bread and honey and strawberry pie.
There's an ice cream school where it's nice and cool. It's floating around in a sody-pop pool, my darling, down in Lollipop Lane.
Come on, Gabe. Gangway.
Oh, come on.
Everybody dance. Cute little girl, isn't she?
Which one?
Both of them.
You're right. You know, I hate to leave Katie in the spot she's in.
Me too, but...
It's Katie.
Ed, what happened to you?
The cattle. They've driven them off. They're headed for Oxbow Pass.
Somebody get a doctor.
Maybe we can get to the pass before they do. They can't move too fast with that herd.
This pass, is any narrow spots in it?
It's pretty narrow at this end.
Anybody got a wagon hitched up?
I brought one for the kids' hayride.
Good, we'll use it. Let's go. Unhitch the team and we'll roll the wagon into place. Both sides of the pass up ahead. Don't fire until the cattle get to the wagon. Duke's been knifed. It just grazed him. Gabe, this is a mate to the one that killed Pete. Now Katie's fight is our fight.
Yeah, Pete's fight.
You're right.
Ball two.
What?
Going outside.
What are you using for eyes? Marbles? I was right down the middle, straight down the old groove.
Stop yelling and pitch. Here to lay in the game.
Morning, Rex.
Morning, Katie.
Breakfast will be ready in a minute.
Good, I could sure use some.
Rex, I just don't know how to thank you and Gabe and all the others for saving the cattle last night.
There's no need to.
Oh, come on, Jimmy, hurry up! Come on, you can make it! Yes, boy, hurry up! Come on!
Slide, Jimmy, slide!
Slide! Good boy!
You made it, boy!
I knew you'd do it!
Look out, Gabe!
You dropped it! You dropped it! 4-0!
What do you mean 4-0?
The bases were loaded.
Loaded? With what, ghosts?
Katie, after breakfast, I want to take a little ride into town. I've got an errand to do. Gabe will stay here and help you with the ranch.
Will you be back soon?
I won't be long. You mind if I take Jimmy along with me?
It's okay with me.
Maybe I'll buy him a baseball and a bat.
Oh, he'd sure like that. He used to have one, but he... My eggs!
You stay here, Jimmy.
Ride good, Rex. Honest, I can. Just that Sport here got a little scared by the shots.
Forget it, Jimmy. Sure you're all right?
Sure, I'm all right. But you'd have got that other guy if it wasn't for me.
Maybe not. I'm going to take a look at this fellow that got shot and see if I can find out anything. Do you know him, Jimmy?
No, I never saw him before.
Listen, Jimmy, I'll report this to the sheriff when I get into town. Don't you say anything to anybody, you understand?
Sure, Rex. Rex, you know what? All singers aren't sissies.
Jimmy, I got some things to take care of. Why don't you go get yourself a new baseball cap and a ball and bat?
Thanks.
Here's some money. If you have any left over, get yourself a glove.
Gee, thanks.
Pardon me. Do you manage this theater?
Manage it? Brother, I'm manager, owner, janitor, ticket seller. I'm everything but projectionist. What's on your mind?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Okay, ask away.
What I'd like to find out...
Say, you look like a singer named Rex Allen. He played a house in Denver last year where I was assistant manager. Wait a minute. You are Rex Allen.
Guilty.
Say, didn't I read in the trade papers where you were up north on a tour someplace?
I had one lined up, but I had to cancel it.
Well, as long as you're here, let's take advantage of it and put you on the bill. Both of us make a couple of bucks, huh?
I can't now. You ever see one of these?
Why, sure. Belongs to a professional knife thrower. Looks like one of Monk Monroe's. They're made especially for him. I booked him here for a week, and he only played one show, then disappeared. Never came back.
Can you tell me what he looks like?
Well, he's about, wait a minute. I think I got something here. That old program, sure. There you are.
This Monroe, did he have much to say?
Only the first night he was here. Kept asking about a lost silver mine that's supposed to be in this area. That's about all.
You mind if I keep this?
Not at all. It's no good to me.
Thanks.
Say, sure you won't change your mind about playing a date for me, eh?
I can't now, but I might look you up later.
Okay.
Hi. Steal any dogs lately?
Haven't had time. Long distance, please. Long distance? I'd like to put in a person-to-person call to Lieutenant Commander Russell Richards at the Blackstone Building in Denver, Colorado. Sure will. Thank you. Hello? Commander Richards? Russ? Rex Allen? Yeah. Russ, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Something I think might be in your... Wait a minute. Yes. Thanks, Russ. Exactly what I wanted to know. You bet I will next time I'm in Denver. Give my best to Molly and the kids, will you? Bye.
Won't no need to close that door, young feller. I wasn't going to listen.
Couldn't take any chances, Dad. Top secret.
Rex, look!
Looky here. Ain't that a dandy?
You sure got a lot for your money.
Boy, did I. And feel this mitt.
Jimmy, that's a dandy. How'd you like to have something to eat now?
In a restaurant? Boy, that'd be swell.
I'll call Katie and tell her not to wait dinner.
Okay.
Now, son, I want to give you a little bit of advice. You stand up to plate. You hope that ball's coming right square down the middle.
I do, you do, he does, we do, you do, they do.
Everything's going to be all right, Susie.
Gabe,
Yes?
is Rex's wife a blonde?
No.
A brunette?
Oh, I wouldn't exactly call her a brunette.
Not a redhead.
No.
Well, what color is her hair?
She hasn't got any.
What?
He hasn't got a wife.
I do, you do, he does.
Listen, Katie, I want to tell you something. He hasn't even got a best girl, so you can stop worrying.
Who's worrying? Rex doesn't mean anything special to me. Oh, he's nice enough, but I hardly know him.
I know, I'm sorry.
Well, there's absolutely nothing between us. Well, if a girl kind of gets to like a fella more than a girl likes other fellas, it does something for her. Right here. Well, with Rex, it doesn't do anything at all. I mean, I don't feel a thing, not a thing. Why, if I... Don't come sneaking in like that. You gave me quite a start.
I'm sorry.
Look at this mitt. Isn't that a honey?
Let me see your bat, Jimmy.
Yeah, that's a dandy.
Feeling all right, Katie?
I'm fine, and why shouldn't I be?
Something I'd like to talk to you about. Can we go outside where we can be alone?
Why, yes, Rex.
I said talk, not sing.
But you can't talk all night. Now, what are you all staring at? Susie, you go on and get to bed. Hurry.
Yes, Katie.
I'm going to practice my hitting every day. I'm going to be the best batter on the team. I'll be hitting .350 in a month. Better than anybody on the team.
Yeah, what team is that?
My team. The Yankees, the Silver City Yankees.
Okay, young fella, you can start right out by hitting the sack. I'm going out and bed down the horses. Good night, Slugger.
Good night.
Come on, boy.
Jimmy McIntosh, you come to sleep. You're keeping Cindy awake. You ain't going out there. It's dark.
Yes, I am. I'm going to the Haunted Lake to see old Don Rodolfo's ghost.
Jimmy, you stay away from there, or else I'll tell Katie.
I'll let you hold my bat and glove.
I don't like baseball.
How about my new cap if you don't tell? You can use it as a nurse's cap.
All right, Jimmy, it's a deal. I won't tell.
That's swell.
Katie,
Yes, Rex?
you remember telling me about a stranger who tried to buy your ranch, and then right after that, all your troubles began?
Yeah, I remember. Why?
Well, did he look anything like this?
Why, that's him. A knife thrower. Do you know him?
Oh, sort of. Another thing, is there a deep pond or a river around here anywhere?
This Haunted Lake right on our ranch. About a mile back from the road. Only don't go there at night. Ghosts.
You don't really believe that, do you?
I didn't at first until one of my hands quit after saying he saw a ghost. But then one night I was out looking for a lost coat when I saw it myself.
Are you sure? Tell me about it.
You see, all this land used to be part of a Spanish land grant. Belonged to a man named Don Rodolfo. He built the lake by damming the creek. For irrigation, I guess. And then all the land was taken away from him. Supposed to be his ghost that haunts the lake now.
But you said you saw it.
Oh, I did, Rex. Honest, I did. I was standing up on a hill all alone when I saw Don Rodolfo's ghost coming out of the water. He was wearing a helmet and armor, and moonlight was shining on it.
Helmet and armor. Did you get any closer?
I did not. I ran home as fast as I could, locked the doors, got into bed, and pulled the covers over my head.
I don't blame you. Now, about that song. What kind of a song would you like to hear? I know one about a champion bronc rider.
Oh, no, something else.
Well, let's see. I know one about a fella in jail for stealing cattle.
Oh, no.
Well, what kind of a song would you like?
You know the kind, about a fella and a girl and love. Maybe there's moonlight, something like that.
Maybe something like this.
Sweet Evelina, dear Evelina, my love for thee will never, never die. Dear Evelina, sweet Evelina, my love for thee will never, never die. Way down in the meadow where the lily first blows, where the wind from the mountain there ruffles the rose, lives fond Evelina, the sweet little dove, the pride of the valley, the girl that I love. Sweet Evelina, dear die. Dear Evelina, sweet Evelina, my love for thee will never, never die.
Oh, Rex.
Rex, Katie. Oh, there you are.
You? Why, you're the kind of a man who'd go the wrong way through the tunnel of love in a speedboat.
What happened in town today? Did you find out anything?
Yeah, a little. I'll tell you about it later. Come on, we got some snooping to do.
Rex, this ain't for me. Let's get out of here.
Not until we find Monk Monroe, the man who killed Pete.
Here?
That's right. Unless I miss my guess, we'll be led to him by Don Rodolfo's ghost.
Ghost?
Yes, ghost.
Susan, what are you doing up at this hour? Give me that thing and take off that baseball cap.
It isn't a baseball cap. It's a nurse's cap.
Where's Jimmy?
He went, I dance and tell.
Susan, you tell me right away. Where's Jimmy?
Would you get me a real nurse's cap?
Quickly?
Well, it's for Jimmy's own good on account of I don't want to see him get hurt, and he's my very own brother, and I'm telling only to save him. He went to see Don Rodolfo's ghost.
Elaine.
Now do I get the real nurse's
Susie,
cap?
you lay down and go to sleep. I'll be right back.
Hey, look. I shouldn't have eaten so much of that chili. This is one of the worst dreams. It is the worst dream I ever had.
It's no dream, Gabe. That's Don Rodolfo's ghost. A ghost in shining armor.
Thank you, and good night, Mr. Allen.
You can open your eyes now, Gabe.
Up to now, you didn't believe in ghosts. I think I liked up to now better.
I still don't. It's not a ghost, it's a diver.
A diver?
That's right. What was Pete when he was in the Navy?
A diver?
Wherever you find a diver, you'll find an air pump. Pete must have heard that air pump. Having been a diver, he knew what it was right away.
Hey, but what's diving got to do with... Uh-oh. The lost Spanish silver lode.
When Don Rodolfo dammed the creek to make this lake, everybody thought he did it for irrigation purposes, but he didn't. He did it to hide the silver in that mine. What we've got to do now is find that air pump. And I've got a hunch we'll find Pete's killer not far away.
Come on, Duke.
Much more to go?
I'm through the entrance, and the silver is there, all right. Loads of it, all piled neat-like. I came up to get something to haul it out with.
Get the wire basket.
It's Jimmy. Hold it, you want to give us away?
Look. What are you going to do?
Going after Jimmy.
Stay here, stay out of sight, and be quiet.
Can you make it, Jimmy?
Yes, Rex.
Okay, come on.
We'll get that girl before she spots us.
Jimmy, answer me! Where are you? Jimmy!
Stay here, Duke.
Jimmy's all right. Come on.
You all right, Jimmy?
Sure, Rex, sure. I'm sorry if I...
Forget it. Put your clothes on.
Jimmy, what's going on?
Never mind that now, Katie. Stay here with Jimmy.
Jimmy, you tell me, what's going on around here?
We gotta get out of here. The gun's all.
Pull in the diver.
Take care of that last one and then get back to Katie and Jimmy. Thanks, Duke.
Whatever made you think of a diver in the first place?
Well, when I found this on one of Monk's men, I called a friend of mine in the Navy and described it to him, and he said it was a fitting off of a diver's helmet. Then when you told me about Haunted Lake, that cleared things up.
He's all well, Doctor.
Yes, a remarkable recovery.
That's because I'm a remarkable nurse.
You're right, Susie. I think we'll go into town and find you a mining engineer, and we've got some papers to sign with the sheriff. But we'll be back.
Oh, Rex, when you come back, would you sing me a song? You know, the kind I like.
The kind you like.